overrated games.
Overrated.
All right, welcome back to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy.
I'm Rod.
And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, click the button and subscribe. And hopefully you're not unsubscribing at the end of this video.
Might be a little controversial.
So to start out, right, like we're not trying to bash on games. And if you like these games, I'm sure you're going to comment and let us know just how wrong we are.
Sure.
But we're just here to have a little bit of fun and talk about games that we think are overrated.
All right. You going to start off?
Yeah. I'll go first. Okay,
right.
So right out of the gate, I'm going to talk about a game called Sagrada. Now, this is a game with dice, and you're building these stained glass windows. It looks gorgeous. It is great artwork, looks incredible, and they had a smaller print run, I think, the first time. It sold out, was hard to find, expensive. I happened to walk into a game store and pick it up, and I saw it, and I said, I got to get this game because everybody loves it. It's hard to find. I brought it home, and I played it, and I was
underwhelmed.
I was underwhelmed. And it was just, there just wasn't as much to it as I wanted. And some of the points that you could get, I felt were overpowered. And so at the end of the game, multiple games that we played this, I kept saying, this can't be it. I got to be wrong. There's got to be more to it. And it just, there weren't enough interesting decisions to play in this abstract strategy game. And so I just said, yeah, it's overrated.
All right. Number 5 for my overrated. I can't hardly say it. Is Azul, right? Azul.
You can't even say it.
Come on, people! It's just a game. Let's be serious. I mean, it's entertaining, but it's not anything I seek to play or would ever buy one of those expensive $300 sets or whatever. It's
Giant Azul.
It's like, wow. And I know I'm making some people angry, at least my buddies and their wives, because I know
he's
certain
crazy.
people. Anyway,
this is a great game. It is not overrated.
No, I'm not saying it's not a great game. What I'm saying is, it's overrated. Okay, just as overrated. It's just a game. It's very simple. Very. I'm not entertained by it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have people that agree and disagree on that one because
I'm sure.
I've heard a lot of people say the same thing.
Yeah.
They say it's just an abstract strategy game.
That's all there is.
Okay, for me, my next one is, and this one might ruffle some feathers because there is not only like 10 versions of it, but then they made a legacy game out of it and then made a second season of this legacy game. It is called Pandemic. And it's overrated. People love this game. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that it's a bad game. It's just like I've sat down and I play Pandemic, and if you have an alpha gamer at the table, they figure the puzzle out before you can even get to it,
sure.
You know? And so then, and a lot of times I felt personally like there was the need for an alpha gamer even, because if we're going to beat this thing, you got to go there, I got to go here, we got to do this. And then my biggest pet peeve of the game is that you shuffle these cards back in and then you reveal, and it just felt like we weren't being able to strategize our way through this. It was a random pull of a card that would send the Pandemic through. And for me, I just thought,
Hey, overrated.
It's overrated.
All right, number 4 for me. We're going to look at, here's a great one. Now, everyone talked about how great this game was. That it was just, everyone had to have it, and I believe you bought it. Blood Rage. Blood Rage.
I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Tim.
I know. Did Tim like the game?
No, this is another
Okay,
Tim.
I'm talking wrong Tim. Sorry. So the game, the pieces are fantastic. I'll tell you that. Those pieces, that's it. I just not entertained by the game. I didn't like the way it just played. Also felt some of the cards were just a little bit too much. They changed the game too much.
Yeah.
Just that was it. I think there's one specific that just really, if you had that card, that was it. Yeah, it didn't pull me in at all. And I really wanted to like that game. And I mean, I don't like the game either. So when I say overrated, it's really overrated because I didn't like the game.
Well, you're 0 for 2 with me because I like both of those games. Okay, so my next one, and this one might take some heat too. It's called Seven Wonders.
Seven Wonders is a classic.
It is a classic.
It is like the game that you have with more than 5 or 6 people that you know, it's like towards the end of the day you play. We've put this in our Hall of Fame.
It's my turn to talk, okay? So No, I'm just teasing. No, it is a great game, and it is a good game. It's just, I feel like it's not very friendly to people at the table, you know. And the reason I say that is because if I pulled up a new player to the table and I said, okay, this is what we're going to do, where you're going to draft these cards. It's a cool mechanism, one of the very first games to ever do the drafting and sending it around the table. But then you hand somebody a card that has a million icons on it, and then you say, well, then if you stack these together, and if you get the science points, and then if you do this, and then at the end we're going to have a battle between each other, but it's just the people on your left and your right. I just feel like, and maybe I'm comparing this wrong to a gateway game, maybe that's unfair, I don't know. I just feel like people just love and love and love, and I just don't think it's that approachable for a 30-minute game.
We won't debate it. I don't agree.
That's okay. I haven't agreed with anything you said either.
Okay, this one you will.
Okay.
Number 3, Mage Knight. Okay, so I went out and bought it, got the expansion and everything. I was super excited about it. The comparison that was made, see, because it's difficult doesn't mean it's a good game. So I mean, and that's probably what I got myself kind of into there, because like Magic Realm and some of these older games, Twilight Imperium, that are considered difficult, they can definitely be difficult games, are still fun. This one, I'm sorry, it just was not entertaining. I gave it time after time, tries to make it, you know, seem like it would be fun, and it just wasn't. I just could not enjoy that game. I never even got to the expansion with that. I just went ahead and sold it. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan.
There is one fan out there that is writing. I can hear the keys typing right now, man. Okay, my next one is one that got a lot of popularity. I can remember going by the booth at Gen Con and seeing this little back corner where they had these curtains kind of pulled and it was dark and lit, and you had to get permission, you know, you had to sign up to go back there to play this game, and I was like, ooh, let's play it, and we got it in, and I just thought the game was overrated. It's called Mysterium.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
And this is a game, if you play Dixit, it's kind of like that. Basically, there's these cards that go out, and you're trying to figure out which one of these is the right card. But the person passing it out is kind of like a fortune teller, and they can't tell you what's going on, but you have to figure out which one it could be. And I just felt it is a good game, but I just felt the hype. It was like it rode this hype train up, and then it just was not. I don't know. I just thought it was overrated.
No, I would have to agree with that. I mean, I just every time we've played it, and we've played it actually several times, and I've never been entertained with it. So no,
it's not a bad game. It's just overrated.
Yeah, it's definitely overrated.
It's overrated.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess it's number 2 for me now, right? Is that where I'm at? All right. Number 2, Zombicide. Okay, so after the first game, which was all right, but how many Zombicides do we need? I mean, how many have come out? Let's change it up, guys. I mean, everything that's been out, the Black Plague, all that stuff, just
Green Horde.
Oh, it's just so.
Now they have a space version. You can go into space and fight zombies.
What was the pirate one? It wasn't actually a Zombicide, but there was the
Rum and Bone.
Yeah, it's like, come on, guys. That's just. I mean, that just got boring. I'll admit I enjoy some of the way that they did the characters and stuff and things.
It was
smart. The first one, I enjoyed. A lot of it I did enjoy at that time, but we've just got overrated now. There's just too much out there. It's not enjoyable.
And it's crazy though. They keep having Kickstarter after Kickstarter after Kickstarter, and they raise millions of dollars.
Right, and I have to admit, in the games that are doing that, I'm starting to pull away from those games now. The ones that have a million add-ons to it, even though I used to be the add-on king, but not anymore. Not that.
Okay, my number 1 game that I feel is overrated, and I would like to preface this, of course, with that it is not a bad game. I enjoy this game, but at the time when they said this is the game that you gotta play, you gotta play this game. Everybody that is a gamer, a real gamer, has to play this game at some point. So we put it on the table, we set it up, we did the thing. It took 8 hours to play. This overrated game is Twilight Imperium.
Oh, boy.
Now, it is a good game. I enjoyed it. My friend Brad got it. He got it in a 4th edition, so we played the newest one with all the expansions added in. It was smooth. It made sense. It was fun. There were some moments that had a lot of tension in them. But after 8 hours, the only thing that I kept thinking of was I could have played this same kind of game in 4 hours, 2 hours. Why did it take 8 hours to play this game? It's overrated. I'm sorry, Brad. I'm sorry.
I can't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Even though I have not bought the newest edition because, again, I'm on somewhat boycott. But I have the third, and I enjoy the game very much. And I don't. So let me ask you a real quick question. We'll get going.
Oh, yeah, pause.
So is it because it's too long?
It's not the length, it's the idea. Like I said, I don't mind playing a long game. I've played long games like that before and thoroughly enjoyed them. It's just that at the end of it, I said, like I said, I could have done this in half the time.
So it's not Flames of War, that's what you're saying.
No. That's a whole nother conversation about war tabletop miniature games.
Woo. All right, here we go. My number one, an X-Wing miniatures game. Woo. Okay, first of all, I do enjoy the game itself. Version 1, I've got most every ship that out there that there is. I just don't like what it's become. And that's where it's just too much and too many ships that do varying things that the other ones can't do. And so if I have this card or this ship, I can do this, and it just overplays everything. I do enjoy the game if you just take it down to basics and go, hey, I've got 2 X-Wings against 4 TIE fighters, we're in this battle, and kind of use it maybe as a part of an RPG game or something. But I do enjoy that aspect. But the way it's going now, it's just so overrated. Version 2, and then the whole Rod's rant. Just go out there and look at that if you want to see my opinion of that. Just stop.
I have some of your miniatures over there, by the way. I need to take those home. All right, so that's our list. That's overrated games.
Overrated.
We're not saying they're bad. We're just saying they're overrated. So let us know how wrong we are in the comments.
Right. Some are bad.
And then tell us what you think is an overrated game and why. Put it in the comments. And then let's have some good commenting back and
Friendly
forth.
Commenting.
Friendly commenting back and forth. So.
And make sure to visit your local hobby store.